Oh well. Let's see. We've got a Fearbinder, which is kind of funny. Might just take this left-right target caller and feel happy with it. Peacekeeper's Helm's a good drop. Cut Ties is fine. Darkstalker potentially alright. Yeah, probably just take the Peacekeeper's Helm here. Helm and a sledge.
Helm and a sledge.
But I might just take the Illumination Wisp instead. This may just end up being a really good Combre deck. I guess we'll see.
Yeah.
Workshop Tinker, Master at Arms.
Master at Arms is good.
Those are both really good. Definitely some really good Justice dropping right now. I'm not sure which of these I think is better currently. Especially because I think Justice is a really safe pick here.
Yeah. Well, Tinker is not double influence, which definitely...
Right. Well, it's the sort of thing that, like, if it was a splash, I'd take the Tinker any day. I think with the third card dropping down, all of those packs having good Justice cards in them, says to me that it'll probably be relatively safe to grab
Master at Arms.
Master at Arms.
It's a pretty damn good card.
Good choice.
Thank you for the bits, King Yu.
Kingy, thank you. Okay, there's
Did get the Workshop Tinker.
Yeah.
Will say there's at least some alright primal cards here. The Staff of Speed and the Training Ground are also pretty good time cards.
Tinker's
That's useful to keep in mind.
I
don't want any of these.
About any of this. No, that one maybe.
Like all of these are sort of lower value cards, basically. Wow, that's a low Crown Watch standard.
Yep.
Like holy cow, that's a low Crown Watch standard.
I'm massively excited about this either.
Yeah,
Dino?
probably just take the Arachnodon. Who knows? Common's also like whatever.
Tinker, hello.
It's a low fallen Tinker. Alright, I think our first color is definitely Justice at this point. The second color will pretty much be determined by the next pack.
Grit.
It's like the 4th or 5th Grit we've seen. Probably just take this Crown Watch Paladin and don't look back.
Yeah.
Reinvigorate's nice. A Grenadin's nice, or a Renegade Valkyrie's nice. The Destroyer and the Unseen Asian are interesting.
I haven't really seen much in the way of fire, though we're only in the second pack.
Yeah.
I like the Unseen Agent. Like, Invigorate's
God, if we get another Justice deck that is just whatever else, I'm gonna be so mad.
Nice. Yeah.
Hero with a Crown Watch Paladin is actually very gross.
Very, very good.
Nothing else here is like incredibly exciting to me.
We also have the Endurance on the Tinker.
Yeah. We have a lot of things that do good.
Okay, Porter.
Porter is what I'm going to take.
Guardian.
Looking around.
Guardian's nice.
There's a Guardian. This is mostly like just looking around at good stuff. Wowee, that Scorpion Wasp.
Ooh, yeah, Scorpion Wasp is really good for us.
Maybe I'm a Combre deck.
From that.
Valkyrie's ass.
Valkyrie's ass. Now we're in Praxis, baby. Yeah.
Yeah, I found the Praxis Paxis. You never know.
Another
second
wasp?
fucking Scorpion Wasp. I'm gonna make someone very angry at me.
Yeah, we are. Ooh, Oni Ronin.
Yeah, so that Oni Ronin is sort of like if we do keep that Skycrag banner, pretty alright with it. Alright, I don't give a fuck about any of these other cards.
Nice.
There's a lot of good cards in here, but there's also a Silverwing Commander. So, fuck it. Alright,
Nothing massively exciting in here.
Sandbiter Sentinel's quite good.
Yeah.
Right now, it's pretty safe to remove that.
And Shadow.
Yeah, the left-right target caller being the literal only one and being a double is like, eh.
Mm-hmm.
So, with the Coup Scorpion Wasps, it doesn't feel that bad saying that. And the Illumination Wasp, I think it's safe to say we're probably a Combre deck here.
Yep. Oh, Vanquish.
Holy fuck.
Entrapment.
No.
Vanquish,
Not even close. Vanquish is disgustingly good in this format.
Vanquish Goodbye.
For 2, and also not conditional on them attacking
Strength
in.
of Many, Xenon Guardian, Amber Acolyte. So, can we take this one?
Yeah, just give me this pack.
I take this pack.
I'll probably take the Acolyte here with hopes of like just finding the fire. And even if I don't, like there's doubles that are nice to grab the Justice for. Particularly this one, which will end the game on its own.
Yep.
But God, a 1-2 punch of Silverwing Commander and Vanquish is probably one of the best pack 3s I've seen in color in a while.
Yeah,
That's disgusting.
Okay,
the Stalker or the Banner?
You only have the only run in the Inferno.
Those are quite good, and it does keep me open to grabbing other stuff later. I have literally 0 4s right now, though, which is sad.
Oh, and there's another one. Polished.
Seems fine.
And Initiate of the Sands.
Yeah, that seems alright.
Very good. Ramp. Powder Keg?
Take the Belching Behemoth. It's not good, but who knows?
Seaman Guardian's nice.
That's something that I could play instead of that. Creeper's quite good. Doubt either of those makes it. This boy, though, he is the cornerstone of the deck.
Recombobulating, what on earth?
Well, you see, put an attacking enemy unit on top of its owner's deck. Reduce the cost of the top unit of your deck by the enemy unit's cost.
What a weird.
It's so many words.
Oh, there's another Wisp.
It's the Illumination Wisp. The Sky Crew is quite nice and probably fits in this deck, but Illumination Wisp is a disgustingly good card.
Splash.
It's got the Banner and it's got the Amber Acolyte. We'll see what other cards I pick. But
good dog.
Man, I feel bad leaving that Life Speaker. So this is either the Dog or the Workshop Tinker.
We don't have many threes,
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 playable 2 draws, 8, 9.
Yeah, our
and then 1,
need a bit more
2,
work. Yeah.
3-ish. So yeah, this is a good dog. Perfectly okay.
Herald or Learned Herbalist, which is good for fit.
Ooh, that's an interesting one. This may just be a deck that has so many large things that it plays, though, that Herald is pretty happy to go down. I like Herbalist a lot, but definitely with the having 9 on-color 2-drops.
Yep.
I feel pretty okay with Herald of the Parliament here.
Boy, Downfall.
Ooh-wee.
Tended.
I think this is one of these two. It basically replaced the Behemoth with a much better card for 1 less.
Yeah.
With him. The Lumen Attendant is potentially disgustingly good. The question just being, what does it bring back? And I guess the answer being something large.
It'd be her. The 5-drop. Like, if they killed her, grab her back.
Potentially. I mean, the Recruiter probably doesn't make the deck, to be honest.
No.
It would really be like the Hero of the People or some other big threat. Maybe I just take this 3.
And it's pretty.
I do also have a lot of big stuff, so that seems fine.
Hello.
There we go.
It is. Hello.
Miner's Canary, baby.
We have like no weapons.
Yeah. I don't like Plover. The question is, do I like Graceful Calligrapher at all? I have no idea. I mean, Plover is flying, and giving Hero of the People flying is disgusting.
Yep.
I still don't think Plover's a very good card. I just don't. It's like
she is either.
I guess I don't think that Graceful Calligrapher is the card in this deck that is going to get us across the finish line, whereas Plover has some side things where maybe it does.
Okay.
This might be an Herbalist.
Message of Light any good?
I mean, with 2 Illumination Wisps, it is actually worth considering.
Boy, that me.
Yeah, Lumen Attendant would be another one.
If there's enough.
This is fascinating. I might take her, though. I've never taken Mistress of Light before. I mean, Learned Herbalist is also a perfectly good pick here. I don't think I'd take a second Subterranean Sentry over either of these two.
I think we have like such a... Oh, 2.
We have such a good amount of 2s. We admittedly have a decent number of 5s right now. I mean, it is a good sign that I am cutting this deck of cards that it has, like, before we finish the draft. I like that. Herbalist might be some decent fixing, where, like, this deck has, the Amber Acolyte. But that's about it, since I think the fire... I think we're good enough that we won't need the fire.
Oh, yeah. Definitely. Herbalist is definitely...
Herbalist is definitely a sound
She
card.
gains a little bit of health, although we haven't had many spells.
I might just like the fixing that gets me up to like all these doubles I have. This is going to be an interesting one. That's an easy Spiteful Lumen. That's a disgustingly late Peacekeeper's Helm. This is irrelevant. Alright, well, we definitely have a deck here. I will give it that much. We have 3 spells and 2 attachments here, which is kind of funny.
Yeah. This is a blow them up deck,
Yeah. We've got... What did I remove?
What is them?
Arcane Defenses. Yeah. Wow. So, I guess the biggest thing about this deck is it does not have a huge amount of interaction. Although I will say, we have 2 Scorpion Wasps.
Yes. That is the good
I think that's actually kind of the saving grace for this deck. 2 Peacekeeper's Helms as well is pretty good. So now the question is what cards actually get cut. So the Aspirant and the Initiate definitely stay. I probably pay 18 power in this deck because the standard will bring it down to 17.
We do have the standard, which does turn into spells.
That's what I'm saying, yeah. Even with the Acolyte and the Learned Herbalist, like this deck, the way that it wins is by getting to 8 power and then playing these things down and playing her down and like bringing these back, playing Hero of the People, playing Herald of the Parliament. This deck wants power.
Dression 1, thank you.
Thank you so much for the resub. Plover's an interesting question. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 2-drops. Hell yeah. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 3-drops. That's not actually as bad as I thought it would be. I like this top end quite a lot.
The Silverwing Commander. Or Hero of the Scorpion Wasp.
Yep.
I think that buffs her, right? Like...
The Scorpion Wasp will buff Hero of the People, yes. It will give her +2/+2 with flying and deadly. Because Ambush is not a battle skill. So, from here... it's kind of hilarious, but maybe I cut the Argent Port Soldier.
I think your other 2 go.
This is like an all-star lineup of 2s here.
Yeah. Yeah, the hero list of the lost and says, "Oh shit!
Holy shit! That Scorpion that just died is actually incredible."
More Justice. I don't know how your split is on. Your
yeah,
time
the one thing
fixing.
being that time gives me the fixing, so it's like
you don't want to go
like
too far, but
even
yeah,
split.
Your Master at Arms is definitely.
Yeah, so this is. I'm not sure if this is a 17 power or an 18 power deck at this point.
Hell yeah, she does.
Might be able to get away with 17 power with the Initiate of the Sands, the Learned Herbalist, and the Amber Acolyte. Question then is, what is the final cut?
It has to be a unit.
It has to be a unit.
No way we're cutting anything else.
All of these are quite good for us.
Peacekeeper's Helm are 2 as...
Oh my god, I just realized this Reinvigorate with the Hero of the People is dumb as shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Anyway... It's either a 2-drop or a Spirit Blade Stalker, I feel like. I think this top end is enough that I really want to play all of it. Like, yeah, the second Workshop Tinker may be where it's at here.
Yeah.
She gives Endurance, which is really nice, but so does Illumination Wisp.
Yeah, 2 Wisps are better than...
Otherwise, it's oops, all units. This is gonna be an interesting one. I think this deck definitely has the chance to just completely kill people. Yeah, this happens. This extremely happens. This happens slightly less.
This
is fine. Anything where I can play an Illumination Wisp on 2 is generally alright. This a little less so. Each time I can play her on 2 is pretty
fine.
alright. Alright, we'll see how this deck goes. I think, like...
Initiate is very good. It's ramp.
This deck is gonna have some games where it just blows things up.
Yeah, some walls make up a little bit for the interaction. Have because we have a standard. Not as spell happy as we normally enjoy.
Yep. But wasps are spells.
Yeah.
We have spells hiding in our units.
Yep. And in our power.
Yep. Yeah, the spells will come out to play as we go later. The big thing here is going to be trying to pull a hand out that survives the early turns, because if this deck lasts to the late game, it's going to win. There's just so many things that happen when this deck hits 8 power. So it'll mostly be about making sure that this deck actually hits 8 power.
Yep.
Shall see. It definitely has some bullshit in it, and it has a Vanquish, so everything's great. Yeah, this is fine.
Yeah.
We'll need a second time at some point, but we've got ways of making that happen.
Yep.
See what they play. That's very good.
How can I serve?
That's sort of a weird one. I don't actually
Yeah.
know which one is better to play there in a, completely contextless
How can I
sense.
serve?
Alrighty.
Hello.
Is definitely quite good.
Drop a whole die and set your 5 power.
Yep. It's generally fine if I just sit around with this deck. Same hat. Same hat. They do have a fast. Yes, it's 5 for the thing. They do have a fast spell. It is worth noting. Likely a stat trick.
Yeah, and those colors.
Unless it's an Annihilate, in which case I'm sad. I'll take this. If it survives, that's
power,
honestly
yeah.
fine. Like, us getting to 5 is actually really good here.
Yeah.
We both pull a card out of our deck. I'm curious what they play. If they play something like that I want to silence, I absolutely Peacekeeper's Helm first. The only thing I worry about is just this Silverwing
Yeah.
commander getting blown up by Annihilate.
Do you do the Sandrunner Sentinel?
I'd rather use that. Like, I'd rather get air value out of that. So it's sort of like, if you have the Annihilate, go for it. They don't. They would have played that honor. Okay.
Slang.
I'm alright with that. It does take up their turn. I'm 1 away from the Subterranean. I think actually I do play the Sentinel now with the Peacekeeper's Helm in the way. Like, there is an argument to be made for having played, because we hadn't really seen any of their removal yet, but not too bad. I can kill that at basically any turn I feel like.
Yep. Our big one.
Yeah, it's also like the nice thing about this deck is there's so many big things in it.
Nice to have another Vanquish.
Yeah, we have 2 pieces of removal in our hand, some giant friends attached to us. Things are looking up. That's at least a little terrifying. I'll probably just silence this with the Peacekeeper's Helm and then let them entrap this.
Get your Peacekeepers on your flyer.
That seems fine, yeah. This is basically just to make sure they can't chump block things more than anything. Yeah!
A win!
A win! We have gotten our first win of the night. It only took us an hour and 12 minutes.
A win! We'll take it!
That's what this deck, like, it has so many good cards in it that sometimes it can just hit the ground running, and they did not get a good start there.
No, yeah.
I definitely would have trusted us in the long game, but they did have a lot of cards, so like I'm really happy that I was able to just get that out. Yeah, this deck will just blow some games up. That's a fact.
Yeah.
When you have the Vanquish to back up your like big units, you are in such good shape. Because it basically means you run the game at your own pace and can just decide, I want to attack in. You've just lost your best unit.
Yeah. long wait times in.
Yep. Lonely up at the diamond rank.
Yeah.
Can't really say up at the top. I've played
No.
nothing but Masters players tonight.
Yeah. Yeah, sometimes your deck fizzles, sometimes it goes off.
Yep.
Sometimes it draws nothing but power.
I'm glad the deck at least got, like, its game plan going at least once.
Yep.
The last deck just didn't have a game plan.
No, yeah.
And that's definitely where I need to, like, level up in drafting. Because I say this a lot, but you are going to see multiple plans in every deck or like in every pack that you draft. You will have been able to draft something else because the format is healthy and good cards are going to drop to you. Mm-hmm. You really want to be able to be like, okay, this is the thing that I'm most likely to get, or these are the things that work to me. I should just play to my outs and just go with these things, like these strong cards that I've picked up early, and
Wow, this is really taking
decide.
long.
Yeah, this is surprisingly long. We've definitely gotten long queue times before, but this is definitely the longest one tonight. Turns out winning was the biggest mistake.
Yeah, it was.
Re-queue if it doesn't find something eventually. Alright, time for a bronze player to just completely run me over. Whenever they match you up, like, this much of a discrepancy, it's always because they've drafted 7 legendaries.
Maybe, but...
Alright, well...
we'll see.
We go in. I mean, this is a finest hour for Crown Watch Paladin, I will say that much.
You wanted all your,
on the plus side,
justice, right?
It's not like we need to fix justice.
Slice and dice.
Have you considered the gospel of going in? You sure about that? Yeah, I didn't think so. Didn't fucking think so.
Don't.
What?
When are you gonna play your porter?
No.
What are you gonna do? Oh, you're gonna re-ready it. Okay. Well, the first one went really badly. This one might go a little better.
This one, we'll see.
Oh, good. Thank
pretty
goodness
nice.
for that. That's good.
Yeah, so I can just play these two out, which is lovely.
How can I serve?
They didn't have a fast spell before, so we'll see if they manage to pull one.
Yep.
Mostly down to whether they can get this wisp out of the way.
Yeah, reinvigorate.
Which these colors can do
pretty
that.
Spicy.
Reinvigorate's a fun one. The re-up is actually pretty strong. If they can get this 2-1 out of the way, things can get pretty dicey here.
Yeah.
They can't, so now things get interesting.
No.
Not quite as planned.
Ah, man, I could have given him deadly.
Ah. Alright, you can do a throwdown.
Probably just the attendant. He can, A, it's a bit more mana efficient. B, he can pull back this paladin if I feel like, or even the Nocturnal Creeper if I want more cards. Which I might. Yeah, fuck me up. Thank you for the card draw.
Yeah, sigil in the draw. Yeah. You wanted all the sigils, right?
I did. That's an interesting question.
That thing?
I'm gonna put the Spirit Blade Stalker down. Like, there's nothing really in my Void right now that's super plus for me. A 3/5 Spirit Blade Stalker is quite nice, though.
What about your feet?
Yeah, I don't think the 3 damage is gonna do much for me. I think this is a game I can very safely play long game on.
Wreck them!
goodness. We're one away from that
nice.
blowing up. Alright. Throw them both down?
Yeah, probably. Won't get the deadly from him, but I will get a 4/4.
The shadow's influence lingers.
And we'll have a large adult son.
Yeah.
If I get something that costs like 2, I may just Spirit Blade stalk him.
Yeah.
Might even Spirit Blade stalk one of the other ones. I'm not sure. Even just turn him into a 4/6.
Let's see what they do.
Yeah.
Die with honor.
I might also just take this, like, 3-for-1 trade.
Yeah.
That's an interesting one. I mean, they're kind of out of cards. And I could have, like, a 5/5 with the Stalker. There's, like, a chance that they have, the whatchamacallit, Shugo tactic, but honestly, if I get that played on me, that seems fine.
And Zenon.
I think I'm gonna hit this guy.
Attack all in.
I'll attack in with these two, I think. Mostly because I still have value to get out of them, particularly him if he dies.
Yeah.
Worth noting, I can just pull him straight out of the grave if they decide they really want to trade.
Yeah.
Like, there's a case to be made for attacking in with the Stalker too, but like, bit of a tough one. That's nice though. Pretty happy with that. Give him lifesteal next turn, and that'd be fun.
Yeah.
They're not even in entrapment colors. So you got that cut ties? I don't think they got that cut ties.
No.
One hand, do I even care?
Honestly, I don't.
It pulls the thing out of their hand though. Like if they kill him, it pulls something out of their hand.
Yep.
Lordy.
God, like.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Godlike.
Yeah, you do that on.
That's the question here is who I
What
do
you
it
do
on,
it on, yeah.
and then I crown watch tactic. I might just do it.
How much is Crown Watch tax for?
It's a finest hour. It does make him survive.
On himself, they both survive and attack all in. He does it on himself and you attack all in, and then Crown Watch tactic 3/3 if they like block it. Or if they double block, like they can't double block kill him. So.
One distressed honking Oni. Basically.
Yeah, and then you like lifesteal that and like.
And then I'm like, perhaps we'll meet again. Maybe I tell them they fight with honor. Or courage. One of the two. It's better to have honked and lost than to have never honked at all. Strongly agreed.
Honk. Well, it's very much a desperation honk.
The only reason not to honk with the Oni Ronin is if you have reason to believe that you will honk twice in the future.
Yeah.
Or that you'll force a trade with your honk, along with your honk. Like, basically, a stronger, more valuable honk is the only reason to not honk. If you're like, well, he'll never be relevant again, honking him in is kind of reasonable.
That's a good trip.
Yep. Yeah. Tribute makes a lot of, like, sort of why the hell would they block this decisions a lot more difficult. And it's the sort of thing where, like, with a lot of Tribute units, if, you know, you attack in with a 1/1 that doesn't have anything, I don't care. I know you're trying to get Tribute. If you do it with a War Cry, you're getting something whether you lose them or not.
Yeah.
So it's like... I really like the kind of mind games that Tribute adds in. I do hope Spark comes back at some point to play along with Tribute, because the two of those together are like, they make some impossible situations.
Yeah, you have to determine whether your opponent is
wants to hit your face
Tribute,
or wants to hit your
wants
it to die. Or if your opponent loves dying and being dead.
I don't love dying and being.
It is interesting because Sparks tend to be less powerful than Tributes, because for Tributes you're losing a unit. But at the same time, it's like getting a Spark off on you always feels really bad.
Yeah.
Tribute has definitely made Spark better. Although, honestly, Spark was always a good draft mechanic. It kind of got buried in set 3 because everything got buried in set 3. But, like, Spark in draft, like, Skycrag was ridiculously good in draft. And part of that was just that Spark could help you gain an impossible edge on people who were trying to play a value game. Hunter's Harpoon also helped, I guess. But, let's see. Fine with this, honestly.
Secret pages if you want.
Yeah, I'm curious if I pull the secret pages. I kind of want to turn this into a trick. The question being, you know, what I trade next turn.
See what we get.
Exactly. Alrighty. Well, the good thing is I could put off that decision.
Yep.
Another bronze, yes.
Yeah, Groucho not marked. Yeah.
I think I'm okay throwing that away eventually. I guess we'll see.
Dog down?
Yeah, the good dog plays here. They have a stat trick, so that's good to know. It is not Strength of Many. I don't believe you are allowed to play Strength of Many with 0. Okay. I believe that if it's a plus, like, there's a chance that it might be, and I don't know that interaction well enough, but I would probably say that it's more likely one of the 1-cost ones. Ooh, boy. That is the question here.
Honestly, you might, because they haven't got a unit to blow up your Copper Hall, so he's not gonna draw power.
It's a weird one. Maybe I don't. Maybe I throw away this time potential. Now I have to play that.
Yeah. Yeah, you definitely have to play that.
Maybe I just play both and go Zerg their face because they're stuck on power.
Yeah, honestly, yeah.
let's just make this situation simple. You're gonna look over your cards. Oh, apparently it was a fucking Arcane Defenses. Neat. I think I'm gonna just Zerg their face here.
A little bit of this.
Yeah.
How can I serve?
Like, I kind of want this Crown Watch standard to be... I think 5 power is probably fine, and they still haven't actually found, like, whatever their second color is. Alright, well, now I can't have it be that, but that's fine.
Nice one for a turn. It's a card. It's marginally better than Greg.
Ah, they have finally found it.
State your purpose.
Fuck you.
State your porpoise.
Fucking hate state your porpoise. Alright.
Well, you grab yourself a bird.
Yeah. 'Cause that is where I'm gonna win this game, in the air, now that they have played that fucker. The nice thing is the attendant will be able to just swap the owl back out if I want. Alright, they're not in bring down colors, which is good. I guess the thing I'd be worried about is that's quite
Your
enough.
next move will be your last.
Uh-oh, my next move. Be my last. Gonna get that good 1 damage in.
Yeah.
Don't strap a weapon to your excavation assistant, please.
Yeah.
That would be probably the most annoying thing you could do here.
Yep.
Admittedly, the Throne Warden was probably the most annoying thing they could have done on 5.
Yeah. You block that with a Copper Hall to draw out some power.
No. Because they really want to fucking attack me for 6 for some reason.
Yeah.
Magical.
Alright. Yeah, all the power, none of our units that use it.
Yeah, well, we're at least at 8, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
I literally can't trade anything for it.
Not currently, but when they kill our owl,
Safe travels, friend.
My spear is true.
Harsh rule me. Make me pay. Alright, you have a Vanquish? That'd be fun.
The throne will not fall.
Let's trade one of our power cards into the void.
Yeah.
This is fine.
Oh, honestly, yeah.
I mean, they're at 6 health. I've got a ton of power. Even if they kill off this owl, I just pull him back.
Thank you.
I also enjoy attacking Vickers for 6.
Yeah, I think we might have been last turn.
Probably.
Oh no, I think we might have just been blockers. I think we don't care, because that's like... Thanks, you have no blockers now.
Yeah. It might have been.
I think so. I think we would have blocked 3 threes, but I think we
Math
had...
is for blockers, though.
I think we had 3 2s that could have...
Yeah, it was probably worth counting just because we had so many units up there, but it is definitely some pretty tough maths to do.
Yeah, I was like, it took me a while looking at that.
To be like, maybe we have it.
And me just thinking about that, you also had to consider actually playing the cards you had. I would have been like... Rilgon could have blown us out.
There's also a chance. Yeah. Like Rilgon gets double damage with spells, so if they're holding like 2 finest hours and shit, like some ridiculous shit, because they did have a lot of cards in hand.
Yeah.
So I think it's better to play that safe, but it is worth considering. Do we have lethal? Rilgon is actually pretty scary because he's in Justice, and Justice has them things.
Yeah.
Justice can make some brief numbers. Yeah.
We don't have the... Well,
sure we do.
Yeah, we do. We have an Amber Acolyte.
Yeah.
We do.
Like, this actually has pretty much everything I need except for win conditions, but win conditions need all of these cards, so, like, this is fine. I might even throw away a time card, depending.
Yeah, we'll see what we draw.
Yeah, it's gonna come down to whatever this is. Because it's the sort of thing that, if you pull a time card for a... call it Seek Power, it's just ramp at the cost of one of these, because like your power will still remain. So I think I will actually just trade a Time Sigil for a Justice Sigil, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, I won't play that until later.
A little bit of this.
Because I'll play the Amber Acolyte next turn, most likely. Yeah. But good to have. All right, handy Bobcat, what do you got? Yeah, Rilgon was part of a really scary Haunting Scream deck.
I'll get it running, no problem.
I'm sure you will. Right, they get a Tinker out of that. Ooh, I like that Crown Watch standard. Now I really like having 2 cards that draw me powers.
Oh.
Safe travels, friend.
Definitely pull this out. Again, this deck is generally better sitting when it when it's sort of a marginal situation. Yeah. It if it has the chance to be aggressive, it can. It can
be, yes.
But it doesn't need to go out of its way to do so. Like honestly, here, if this pulls a Sharpened Reflexes out of them, I don't think it's the worst thing to go for the trade here for the 2/1. Which is why I don't think they'd take it. Sharpened Reflexes would actually probably be the worst case scenario for an attack in here. So that's what I'd guess they have. The only thing being that if they're stuck on 2, like, I'm okay with them spending half of their power. What are you gonna do? Play that Tribute Oni, that 4/1? Alrighty then. Probably should have waited a little longer to make totally sure they had a pause there, but whatever. That was my bad.
Choose your battles wisely.
Hilarious. Okay. I'll just play the Master at Arms here. And then attack in. Of course, we do have to start attacking eventually.
Do that, or do you wait?
You don't really want to be attacking in with the Lumen Attendant. Like, it's honestly, like, 1/1 in stats isn't really worth waiting the entire turn for. Like, if I wasn't going to play the Master at Arms here, I'd probably play the Secret Pages. The only thing being that this isn't exactly a super efficient use of power.
No, yeah.
So maybe I do just play out the Attendant. That seems fine.
My spear is true.
Because again, like 4 damage or forcing a trade on a 0/4 doesn't seem like It's incredible here. Yeah, if reflexes are good, dog. And they had neither.
We'll have to draw another power. Pages for.
And if they're playing a veteran strategist, do they have like an Icaria or something? I don't even know if she's in this format.
Definitely not good.
Yeah. Ooh, that's fun.
Time quickens.
That transmutes this. So from here, the question is, do I just play out the Master at Arms in A space? I think the answer is probably yes.
You can do this.
2-2. Diversify my threat portfolio. The real thing here is that they're going to strap a weapon to that bird, and that's when the fun begins. Question, is this... Okay, good, A unit.
You can use that to pop the Aegis?
Yeah.
And then rebuke it.
And probably Peacekeeper's helmet. Okay. I'm totally fine with you actually using a torch there. So they've got 2 cards that they know. Yeah, so that one is a weapon. That is definitely fairly legitimate. So now do we throw away the pages? And then just try to tinker up something a little better.
Pop the Aegis now, because we have to do it in 2 turns, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, like, indicates what we're gonna do, but...
I mean, the big thing here is that's not that much of a threat right now. If they strap another weapon to it, it becomes terrifying, but...
Yeah.
It's a little greedy to tinker, but I might still do it and throw away the secret pages.
Yeah, be careful about our power being based on her being alive then.
Eh.
But yeah, probably. I don't know if we're getting into those secret pages. Alright, I'll go.
I'll get it running. No problem.
Can't pop it now, actually.
Yeah. I'm telling you, I'm not that scared of the bird currently.
Okay.
If they had 1 card left, if it happens to be a welding torch, then that's life. Pretty nice. What are pages? We just don't know.
With precision.
Alright, they have a stat trick. Sure. Mean?
You then just rebuke it twice?
I think we do.
Alright, who do we put this one on? 4-6 or...
He's really the only one who really benefits from it. I mean, granted, I could put 2 of them on someone and make them big. Maybe I do that.
So many powers.
Yeah, I can gain health too. Nah.
Yeah.
How about that? Bird I'll have to yell at twice to shut up.
Proud to serve.
Certainly a good to have.
That makes her off. Yeah, we definitely do.
Yeah, I think so. I'm down to 15 now, which means I'm in pretty dangerous territory. It's a shame I don't still have the one more power.
Yeah.
But then they still stat trick anyway. This is interesting, because I might actually want to just trade her and that. Kill both of them. I also know they have a stat trick. It's important.
Die with honor.
Getting stally.
Mm-hmm. Telling you, look for that Ikaria. On 8. Nah, yep. Oh, I'm telling you. It's coming.
I don't need this power, to be honest.
Yeah, that's the thing. If I was to attack in, it'd be with this guy.
It'd be with him, yes, absolutely.
And I think I might, like, just to pull the fast trick out of them. I can't live in fear of that forever, and the best way to not live in fear of it is to just get rid of it. The other thing that's nice is that I just clear their board here. Like, I think I'd take a 2-for-1 trade here. I think this is fine, right? They'll just play their spell out.
Yeah, honestly, yeah, you get rid of 2.
And if it's a strength of many, that's sad, but I imagine if it was a strength of many, they would... I'm guessing that's a finest hour.
In which case you just trade spell for spell, and I think it might be more.
She does already have lifesteal, though.
Well, it can't be blocked by the 4 and the 2, so if it attacks in the finest hour, it doesn't matter, because you can't kill it.
That's probably the best way to look at it. We know one of theirs is a spell, so we just hope they don't pull another unit that's useful to them. That's a really tough call.
Yeah.
Yeah, beware the entrap is also fair.
Yeah. This is weird.
All we need is one of our big cards.
Yeah, big boy would be nice.
We have a lot of fuel.
A Xenon Guardian, like the Subterranean Sentry.
What if they have second sight?
And our Tinker.
I mean, she's very lovely. A Vanquish would be really nice here. Taking that 4/3 off the board takes a lot of numbers out.
Yep. Scorpion Wasp.
Scorpion Wasp less so because they're not really attacking in.
Yeah.
I could believe it, Card Police.
Ah.
Okay, so that's actually not good.
Yeah, that's bad.
Cowardly. I like
There's
it.
all our power.
Well, we found it. The power.
Then we just hold. We have to hold pat until we get something.
Yeah. Really don't like them having a 7/4. Really, really could use that Vanquish. Could get +2 from that. The thing that sucks is they have 7 power up for entrapment. I mean, okay. That actually makes the reinvigorate real good.
That get past them.
Yep. Question now is, do I play the Crown Watch tactic to try to keep her alive? And I think the answer is no, because she'll die anyway. Oh man, if they play a Finest Hour to keep him alive, that's actually really good.
That's fine. Drag that Finest Hour out.
I mean, I admit they've got a pretty good board here.
Die with honor.
Fucking finally.
Thank God.
I know, right? Anyway, I need some health back.
We really do.
Alright. I imagine... Unless they're allowed... Okay, so that is also a fast spell. Lordy. Well, let's hope they're not both fast spells, because I'll probably just, if they ace space, attack in.
My dragons flee!
Good. That's quite good. Honestly, I probably just attack this in to pull out both the trick and, like, kill off whatever they try.
Yeah.
Pretty okay with that, right?
That's at least 2.
Yeah, he's trading some amount of value here.
And use the Crown Watch time.
And gain a ton of health, which is also kind of important. Like, if this pulls out a trick to force it out, to force out the trade, we win that unless it's Strength of Many.
Sharpened Reflex? Finest Hour? In which case...
Saddle up!
Trade. Like, not particularly useful?
There we go. It's probably a stat trick.
Oh, you're not gonna throw your Spirit Brace Stalker down?
No.
With precision.
That's an interesting one. Maybe it was Sharpened Reflexes, because at that point I feel like you kind of have to throw it in as well. Ooh, they didn't pull anything there.
Press. And whatever their spell is.
And some 3 cost or less fast spell that has a decent chance of being Saddle Up.
Saddle what?
Or, sorry, not Saddle Up. Sharpened Reflexes
Sharpened
is what I
Reflex.
meant there.
Okay, now we make our big boy, like, Lifestealer, right? Yeah.
Yep. Even bigger.
We just go in with him.
Yeah, there is no fast trick that can... Like, he will trade if they play that in, but... Yep. This is sort of the thing that Subterranean Sentry does, and this is what I love about this Infiltrate Endurance thing, is that he will absolutely create a damned if you do, damned if you don't situation. Wow, they top decked that Changey Stick.
I did.
That's unfortunate.
Yeah, that is very unfortunate for us, really.
That's also unfortunate. We might be losing this if we continue to just never pull anything, because I can't attack into this trick. He gets +2/+2 or +2 attack when I play that spell on him. All right, well, we have at least found an answer, so that's good.
And they got some honks off. Oh my god. How many cards have we got left? Now, if they make him big, can you kill that with Vanquish? Is it fast?
It's not fast, but it does, like, if they were to buff his attack, that would work. The problem being that they probably just block with this guy and it doesn't do much.
Elephant?
Oh, this doesn't.
Oh, no, I meant with the Tinker, but yeah.
I think the Tinker is probably what wins us this game if we keep it up. I mean, I guess there's a chance they try to throw resources into the Tinker, but then we're giving up, like, the Tinker and also the Vanquish to kill it, which doesn't feel great.
I guess you can go in with 4/6 and then Vanquish whatever they trick, but... Or do you want to save it?
It is mostly, do I want to trade this guy for a trick, maybe.
Well, if you Vanquish, does he still...
Yeah, it's slow.
Oh, okay. All right.
The trade always happens there. I think I can wait until they play a weapon.
Yeah. Yeah, if we play like a big thing or a weapon.
Yeah, I think it would be wasting the Vanquish here, basically.
Yeah.
And I think right now we need to play our resources about as well as we can. They are currently decking before we do. Which is nice.
Oh god. What else do we have in here that's useful for us?
Xenon Guardian.
Yes, we do. Xenon Guardian. Ooh.
Oh, the Parliament's nice.
Ooh, bird. Bird is good.
How about a bird?
Bird is
and also
very
a bird.
Good. And then also a bird.
And also a bird. We finally did it. The 11 power play. We have a huge life buffer, which is quite nice, so we can also just afford to sit a lot. Bird's getting entrapped 200%. Or they got a jump kick, which would be absolutely incredible. Honestly, I'm okay with that being entrapment. I also might just kill that now. That's an interesting question.
Ooh, yeah.
Like, I mean, if my
it clears out the ground for you, honest.
Deck it's mostly like, am I scared of whatever their next big thing is, or am I scared of this guy holding up the board with them having 3 cards? I think I'm gonna take a chance here.
Me, yeah! Thank you!
Hello, I am Bird. This is my friend, Henry Quintilius Birdsworth.
Thanks, Red Mage.
Thank you.
Oh, a nice one.
Indeed.
Are we gonna regret that vanquish? God knows.
You've got a familiar face.
Fine. Like, I'm actually pretty happy they were forced to do that. So now the question is, do I attack in with the 4/6? Because it's a lot more profitable now. I also might just attack in with the 1/1 to be cheeky. Bullfrog, baby!
Yeah?
Like, if they finally play whatever spell is in their hand. If I were them, I'd let most of this through.
A double block. Nope.
And then they're gonna play their fast spell out. It was Sharpened Reflexes, which is actually really good in this case.
Yep. Yeah, that's not great for us. Good boy, though.
I'll get it running, no problem.
It's definitely a bit of an issue. Really could use that Xenon Guardian showing up at any point.
Right? Right?
I'm telling you, they're gonna drop an Icaria on us.
They are gonna drop something.
We will at least eventually get a Scorpion Wasp or 2, which is nice.
Oh, yeah.
And she's
They're
not...
right down at the bottom of our deck. Holy shit.
I'm not gonna play her.
Okay.
We have a hero of the people in this deck.
Oh, yeah, we totally do.
That's our win con now.
We have a hero at the bottom of our deck.
Fuck.
Ouch.
They may beat us to it, because they had an incredible pull with that Tinker. Holy shit!
Yep.
Oh, that's a problem. Alright. The winning move is draw hero of the people. That's what it is.
What's that guy do?
Nothing that matters. He's a 4/4 in the air is all that matters.
How can I serve?
Really, our win con is probably try to deck him here, but boy, it would be nice if I could draw, like, the hero of the people and then win the game.
Yeah, yeah.
Win all of the games and then the Stanley Cup.
Oh, okay, he's very good.
Valkyrie's ass is nice.
We can buff him immediately. No.
Yep. Now if they swing in, we swing in bigger. If they swing in, I'm terrified.
When you let it happen.
Oh yeah, at 18 health. Thank God for Valkyrie's ass.
We also have an emergency 4 HP.
Yep. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Yep, they got a trick. Alright, well, we will eventually be using him and him as chump blockers.
Die with honor.
Hello.
Well, that will at least empty the board a little bit, sort of.
A world to build.
A world for Bill.
Back in your 5 lane? I'm gonna block with him.
So they've got
And that's
what I'm gonna assume is a 3-turn clock on me, and I've got a 4-turn clock on them. But I think this turn I'll at least Fear God in them.
Yeah, the 4 HP.
The terrifying thing is really the entrapment.
Yeah. We need to draw a hero.
But if we find this hero in these cards, we can do this.
Who knows what else you even have in there? They
did play entrapment, yes. It'd be playing into another entrapment, but I wouldn't throw it against people that have 2 entrapments in their deck. I'm holding out for a hero.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
The shadow's influence lingers.
You attack him, you're 5/5 still.
Yeah.
Now you have a 2-turn cock and a deadly wisp in the...
Yep. Now things get interesting. All of this is like down to whatever the last cards on our decks are.
Yeah.
This is gonna get buck fucking wild.
Yeah. Your stat trick will not help. Something else. What have we got?
Just keep moving.
Happen. Drop
Doesn't...
it on your Valkyrie. Hello, Wasp.
Okay, that's nice. Here the interesting question is if I swing in with the 8/8, but I may need to just keep unit parity here. The real thing, I guess, is that I'd have to use a stat trick on this, but maybe that gets it to attack and then that just kills it. This is really, really interesting.
Oh yeah, we still have a Silverwing commander left.
We do! This deck has that! What? She's not very good at the very bottom of a deck, huh? Probably just attack in with both of these, right? And if they fucking mind game me with the entrapment, then that's life. This is basically to do 1 damage to their face and also force out the combat trick that could have been used to kill me. And then, if they decide they really want to attack in next turn, I have the Scorpion Wasp.
Yeah. Yeah,
yeah, the 8/8 just does not have a trade right now, and it makes me sad.
What it really does is block their entire board.
It's like right now, I think I'm very susceptible to just like a snap lethal kind of thing.
Yeah.
Which is definitely scary.
Okay.
Ooh. Ooh.
Interesting.
Fascinating.
It's a very interesting
Situation's
play.
very slowly working out. Oh, this game is terrifying. They definitely made a choice there. I'm not sure I agree with it unless their fast spell they've had all this time is not actually
a stat trick, yeah.
A stat trick.
Yeah, Xenon Guardian is literally just guarding our board at the minute.
Yeah, I feel really good now that we've pulled this out, finally.
Yeah.
One of the 2 that are in this pile,
yeah,
along with the Silverwing Commander and the hero.
Of the people.
Like... Mm-hmm.
Torch some. E3. Oh. Ah, yes, the exhaust.
Yes, the exhaust first.
Okay.
And now the question is, can they find a way to kill me?
We do gain 4 life, so they have to do 14.
Mm-hmm. They're getting a lot in here. I like it.
Okay, they absolutely should have played.
Yeah, I feel like you ace-space there.
We should have, like, stunned the lifesteal unit, right?
No, she has endurance.
Ah, right, you can't. Right, okay. So we double block because... Well, we block because it's 4 HP. So the 5/5 will kill it. So it doesn't matter if our Tinker and our Z die.
It's mostly down to, like, playing out the Scorpion Wasp, and I'd probably do that.
Kill the 5/4?
That took a moment. Yeah, you basically throw him at the most stats.
That was a match. Woo!
That took a lot of everything. Like the Wasp, like if they had a Finest Hour, there was a small chance that something could happen. But like playing the Wasp, like at that point, they had spent out all of their everything. Well, there was no reason for me not to play the Wasp and just blow them up. We had lethal in
the air, so you know.
Our deck could have pulled so much better, and we still won it.
Yeah.
I really wish I could keep this, but I don't think I can. If I had the 3rd power to be able to go Crown Watch Paladin into Herald, I'd be happy with it, but this has a chance of playing Crown Watch when I'm going 2nd and then just fizzling.
Like if that Subterranean Sentry was one of our things that ramped, or it got us a city. Ouch.
I'm gonna keep this.
Yeah, we've got the creeper.
It's got the creeper, and if I pull any power, even if it's either color, I get everything. So like, all this hinges on is 1 power in my 17. I think it's a 17 power deck. But we'll see. This deck rules.
Hello, there we go.
The price of progress, baby.
The price of progress.
It's $7.50. With tax.
This deck has a lot of solid units. It doesn't have much in the way of tricks, but it's...
You don't need a trick if you could just murder someone.
It's solid.
I'd probably play the Creeper to give me more chance to find something with Workshop Tinker that I want to throw away.
I think so, yeah.
Like right now, I'm actually pretty happy with most of this, but like on 4 playing the Tinker actually feels like it could be real good. Especially because she'll be pulling a power out.
Yeah.
No place safer than the Auric Bay.
Yeah, she'll be throwing a power away next turn.
Yeah, she will.
That's fine.
Safe travels, friend.
Doesn't matter. Alright, so I did that to make it seem like I'm hiding a fast trick. It's ridiculously minor, but...
I don't think we care about that until we get...
Really? What are you gonna do, spark me? What are you gonna do, spark me?
I guess so.
What are you gonna do? Spark me? I could give one of my wisps deadly.
Yeah, we can. Alright, well, throw away a power.
Yep, throw away a power, play the Tinker.
No problem.
And then next turn, probably play the Peacekeeper's Helm if they have something dangerous.
Yeah.
The only thing I'm worried about is they haven't had to respond to anything big enough yet.
Like that. Oh, another spark bot down.
Hold them off! You can do this!
Here. Great. This is interesting. I probably just Peacekeeper this guy, to be honest.
because you have your deadly unit.
Yeah, exactly. Like he can go back up, but they need another endurance unit, and they need something to deal with this guy. I probably will block him at this point, though, if they attack in again.
Yeah.
In the sense that I've now spent the thing that I could have used to make him useless, to make this guy useless.
Yep.
One. I think that was a trick, unless they were waiting for me to. Ooh, spicy.
Ooh, that is
so they were looking
spicy.
for him for a while then.
Their blades cry out.
Let's see what you got. Now I play the Silverwing Commander and we try to just.
Fly steady, Valkyrie.
You play him to stabilize, both with a giant unit and other stuff.
Yep.
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 I knew that she was going to die
yeah.
the second she hit the board, which is really sad,
Yeah.
but how it's gotta be sometimes.
It's her job sometimes. Ah.
Damn, they have gotten the full value out of this turn.
Hey, they really have. Yeah.
I'm gonna lose this game. They have gotten a really good hand here, I gotta say. At this point, I probably...
Aegis?
Nah. That's way too slow. They'll kill us before that happens.
So what do we do now then?
I might just play out the Stalker, because it at least threatens to block this, and they suddenly only have one card. The other option would basically be to play these two out, which does put a lot of beef on the board, which is nice, but I don't think it gives me good blocks, whereas this is...
to be honest.
Decision.
It's like, it's very weak to a stat trick, but the other question is like, no, I'm not the beat down here. Better to hold back in case I need to chump block. Fuck! Alright, they win this one.
They do. Oh, shit.
I need specifically my Vanquish, or the game is done. Yeah, he even has the life steal, because of course he does.
Yep.
Not that that's that relevant.
Yep.
God, like, and it takes me 3 turns to get a flyer out here.
Yep.
Jesus.
Oh, do you have to, like, put that in the 1/1 down?
No, I'm putting that in secret pages down.
Ah, okay.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
So, like, now I want to just thin my deck out to give me the best possible chance of pulling anything that can deal with him.
Okay, yep.
It's not a great plan, but...
Oh, you can use it at the end of the turn.
There aren't any good plans against Rilgon, or against Rezon.
Yeah.
As it turns out. It's basically Vanquish or Bust here.
Ouch.
Well, now they'll bust if I Vanquish.
Bullseye!
Would have just attacked a space there. I don't think it matters, but... Alright, well, the game is not over yet. Which is nice. It was super unnecessary. Like, the first weapon was absolutely good because that turned it into a 2-turn clock. The second weapon is, no, bad decision. Oh.
Oh. Never mind.
So, the game's done.
Let me know.
What the fuck? Oh my god.
Oh my god.
This isn't... I don't like this. I even have a fucking, like, torch or something, or fast trick. Yeah, 2 on color legendaries.
My
Oh lord, and like so much shit that they could have put in.
Alright, well we need to give that lifesteal like now. I guess itself and then attack it?
It has to be him, yeah.
Yeah.
Although, oh god.
You have to, or that Valkyrie's just gonna fucking kill you.
Yeah. I mean, the problem is if I attack in, Sparkbot dies, or the Sparkbot goes in, and they win. I lose basically no matter what here, but I think I have to stand pat. Give it to him and just chill. Like, what they're gonna do is just attack in with the Valkyrie. Oh, they have a stat trick anyway. Yeah, we just lose.
Yeah.
We just lose. There is no way we win this game. Fucking A. You could put it on the Guardian, but like... I guess with them having a stat trick, that's like, there's a chance they throw away their Valkyrie or some shit. I don't know. Play it on me.
Yeah.
I know you have it.
Yeah. Yeah, if we hadn't like, yeah, that was exactly lethal, like, without blocking, so yeah, we were dead.
Like, if I had put it on him... Yeah, I guess that would have been the play. I fucked up there. Okay. Oh well. Putting it on him might make them not trade, because the Valkyrie is a way to get that. I don't think we win that, but that would have actually given me another turn.
Okay.
Like, giving up the Sentry without getting a trade for it was the game rig no matter what, so yeah, that was a misplay on my part.
Okay.
Oh well. It would have delayed the game, but getting an 8/8 endurance with lifesteal
Yeah, if we'd gotten a power, yeah.
Would have been nice. Because, like, we did still have the ability to block that guy until they sharpened reflexes him, I guess. Yeah, like, the problem was their numbers were so perfect there.
Yeah, yeah.
Turns out when your opponent has 2 legendaries that are both ridiculously good in draft, you're gonna have a little trouble getting up to them.
We were really close, though. The fact we top-decked Vanquish and then the Rebuke to stop that undamageable unit for at least a turn, a couple of turns.
Their deck had a better long game than ours did because they were offered ridiculous legendaries.
Holy shit.
As it turns out.
What a deck.
Oh man, have we finally got a night without me drafting a legendary?
I think
Just
so,
realized.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
How sad.
I know.
Like, the thing about it is that if the only line to nod to, like, potential victory there was me buffing up the, Sentry and then, whatchamacallit-ing, or buffing up the Sentry and then them deciding they didn't want to trade their Valkyrie for it.
Yeah.
Because I would have gained the health that one turn, and I would either have traded for the Valkyrie, which would help me live, or traded for the whatchamacallit.
Yeah, we're definitely throwing away a power.
Yep. Yeah, Ty stole all my legendaries.
Absolutely stole all of them.
Now this I can work with.
Certainly unfortunate. I have absolutely nothing I can do. I may even, like, strap the Peacekeeper's helm on her or something. It doesn't feel good, but I need to be able to block that.
Yeah. It's just gonna generate value for
Yep.
forever.
That is the problem. Oh dear.
No trick.
Fascinating.
Well,
Alright.
that's good.
Good, except against Rapid Shot, which they are in colors. And Torch, which they are in colors for. I don't got a good feeling about this game, I will definitely say that.
You can do that and Peacekeeper's Helm.
I... Nation Wisp Peacekeeper's Helm here? Because this would at least force out the first one. Though. It's sort of like if I think they have stats, I would play. I guess I want to block with this if they attack in, because that'd pull out a quick draw, a rapid shot. It wouldn't be great, but be something. We'll see what they do.
Yeah.
Guy's fascinating. Great draw, trail story.
Well, in your hand by 1, okay.
Yes, and he also has double damage.
I love his art, though.
It's quite good.
He's actually
Essentially. And if you strap a weapon on him, he gets much bigger. I would definitely expect to see some sledges in this deck.
Yeah. You're thinking.
Probably Anchor and Illumination Wisp instead, unless something better comes up. Neat. Probably still Tinker and Illumination Wisp. Develop the board, thin out my deck a little bit. Give something a buff. I think this does what I want it to do. Yeah, that's keepable.
Yep.
Considering. Dane Iron, thank you for the follow.
Thank you.
Currently, we sit. What I probably do is silence the double damage guy. Okay, that tells me, like, for 200% certain that that's a rapid shot. Good question. I think I probably try to take out the 5-2 here. Sucks, but it might be what I have to do there. They're gonna rapid shot too. Is that what's gonna happen to my face? Lockhorns! Ooh! Oh, that's so ballsy, I love it! I'm gonna die to this too. I just want y'all to know. This is gonna be the end of me. I love their deck so much though.
Alright, well we will break that, right?
Oh god, yes. That owns so much,
Yeah.
and I love it.
Our type was spicy, but he actually killed them with like cards. Very spicy.
I mean, it's basically the sort of thing that, like, I'm giving them the free face damage. They might as well take it while they can get it. That's sort of the thinking behind that.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, they don't have a torch. Mostly down to,
Guardian
like...
or...
Do I play the Guardian or the Porter? The Porter leaves up the Scorpion Wasp, although I don't really care about that for either of these. Although if they put up a weapon, that can be nice. And of course, the Guardian is still a few turns out.
It might be worth putting the Guardian next turn you have a wall.
That's also fair, yeah.
A world to build.
3 power is exactly where you really got to start thinking about fast tricks. I can't afford to take any damage, so I'll play into their
No, I know.
tributes.
It's like, yeah, we know. We have to give you your granite.
Not quite.
Ah! Alright, so now I absolutely throw away the Porter and have the Justice out, which is lovely. I mean, right now, we're actually in pretty good shape here.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
So now we have both the Scorpion Wasp and the Pages up if they want to play a big weapon or something.
Yep.
Ah.
Ooh, hello.
Shit.
Yeah, problem.
That is an issue. Minus 2-1 now. They've removed our clock from the game. We do at least still have a Scorpion Wasp, though. This is gonna get interesting.
Definitely is. You need your secret pages, right?
Yes, unless they attack in with something that makes me really want to give the Wasp up, but kind of doubt that. We have 2 deadlies now, 1 in hand and 1 out of hand, so that's nice. Not totally sure what they're waiting on here on 0 power. The health is nice too. That's good.
One more. I know, one more.
Glad I didn't pull the Valkyrie before that happened.
Yeah?
Man, we haven't seen the hero of the people once.
No.
In the entire draft.
And we got down to like 7 cards.
Yeah, I know.
left in our deck.
We almost decked ourselves and still haven't drawn her.
Ow. That's a very good thing.
Funnily enough, I think I don't play... If this is power... Okay, that's quite good, actually. So now we get fun. God, like, it doesn't... It gets it up to 0 if I were to give it that. They're gonna beat me, is the problem.
Yeah.
They're gonna get a fix-it for this.
Are we gonna kill our Xenon?
It's... The problem is I can't kill this if I don't have this.
Yeah,
I threw away the little guy too easily.
Chump it? No.
There is no chumping.
The price of progress.
This will at least kill with Reinvigorate.
Can you not chump with a -2?
I can. Guess that probably would have been it. Oh, that'll put him to 0 health. That's more or less fine. Fix-It does win them the game, though, doesn't it?
It's alright. Is it overwhelmed?
9-7. I guess they're thinking I'm leaving up entrapment here, but I don't think the numbers matter that much.
No, we're dead.
So...
It has to be like the 9-7 killing that. It doesn't matter.
They were able to put so much pressure on me there.
Yeah.
Got him. And then I just pulled like nothing. That Slime Splitter Slug destroyed me.
Yeah.
And I mean, granted, they were correct to do what they did with this guy. Because like, it let them control the entire game. I could not play letting my face get hit at any point because of that. Which'll happen.
Yep. Oh, so many hearts.
Yep. That's what happens when you're in Diamond.
Ooh.
Wouldn't be worth much if it wasn't. There may have been something we could have done to win that, but man, that Slime Splitter Slug was backbreaking.
Yep.
Like, maybe I should have respected the Yeti more for exactly that reason, the double trick. Like, a single trick wouldn't have been much, but the double trick was definitely huge. I would have been fine taking the rapid shot to the face there. But the lock horns plus like the 6 damage that turned into 12 damage was just a lot.
Yep.
Yeah, Slug is just so good. I had them dead to rights with that clock, and then they played a Slug down, and suddenly they've got their own building unit, like ridiculously powering up unit, and I just lost my clock.
Yep.
It's ridiculous.
Yep.
Any card that is both removal and a win condition is okay. See also that Rezon that destroyed us.
Yeah.
Kind of a spicy match.
God, I think today's felt like a slog because of all the time we've been waiting.
There have definitely been a lot of long waits today, unfortunately. I really hope that the game going live will eventually translate into more people playing draft and shorter queue times, because when you get way up, it's not great.
No.
It doesn't make the game look great either, unfortunately.
No.
I mean, there's a lot of people playing. I've definitely like seen a lot more people around, but it's definitely oh, I wish I had a second Justice.
Close.
I would
one
absolutely
Justice,
keep this if this was another Justice. Alright, well, first one of the night, I guess. Alright, that's a workable hand. Yeah, I don't know if I mentioned... I mentioned it very briefly, but we haven't done it yet. But when you do your redraw, you actually have a chance to do another redraw now. And you'll just be one card down, so it's like magic.
Let's see. A little bit of this.
I think I threw this out since I don't have anything to do next turn. And again, trading a power for secret pages is a power neutral activity, as long as you know you can play the secret pages.
Yeah.
Together we'll find the fun.
Yeah. That's definitely an issue. Yeah, give me that health. Got a trick. Lovely to know. Alright, well, I'm eventually going to get large, which is nice.
Yeah, large and in charge.
I do enjoy being big.
With precision.
Boink.
Yes, the second redraw still has the 2, 3, or 4 guaranteed power.
Yes, it does have the same power rules as the first redraw.
That's cute.
Interesting. Lay that out like that. Is also cute. I mean, I am going to have a pretty big problem soon. Yeah. And that's going to be a 6-1 quick draw that I don't have anything to do about.
Yeah.
In fact, maybe I should have actually just played like this Guardian or something. Okay. Nope. Got a chump blocker if they want to play that ultimate.
Now it's my turn.
Quickly turning into a vanquish or bust kind of game.
Yep.
Sucks.
Yep. I'll throw her down and then is he?
Can't. That's it's.
Oh.
It's I'd go to 5, but I'd still have 4.
Right.
A world to build.
A world for bills. That's what sucks. If I had one more power, I'd be able to play her and one of these 4 drops, but I don't. All right.
The sandstorm builds.
Oh bad. They did at least bring themselves down to 1, so like I kind of have to take this. The power.
The price of progress.
At least that stinging wind is only flying during my turn. Oh.
Come, step into the shadow.
Bad. Yeah, this is where I can use life as a resource. God, I'm only 2 power away from him, and I think... I feel like he can get much, but I guess right now it's not too. Yeah, it sucks, but I don't think there's anything here that I'm like, hell yeah, about the value of.
I'll get it ready. No problem.
Power. And also just needy fellows. I mean, that is a potential win condition. No, not dead. This is greedy, but I feel like at this point, they've got this down on the floor. I need to do something to even the scales a bit. I don't really care about that unless they play a pensive loop down. They've instead just opted to play a Water of Life, which is just fascinating. I understand it, though.
Yeah, there we go. We're dead.
Don't come any closer.
We got a lot of turns.
For those who cannot.
Got a lot of 1/1s.
Vanquish.
Yeah, I guess I would have been able to get the Subterranean Sentry back. That's an interesting thought.
Strength from sorrow.
Anyway, we just got destroyed by a Water of Life, which feels pretty bad.
Yeah, it really does.
Feels real awful, to be real with y'all.
Real shitty card, to be honest.
Water of Life is actually terrible.
Fly steady,
But it did just beat us there.
Yep.
I mean, it's the sort of thing we could not have not done that. Like, they would have played a Restless Radiant, an 11/11 a Restless Radiant regardless.
Yep.
That's a tongue twister. God. It don't matter. None of this matters. At that point, it's just that it's part of Big Boy Club.
Yeah.
the worst thing.
Steady, archers.
Power that I draw here is going to be the actual saddest thing in the world. 7/7 guard dog. It's probably a little ballsy to be attacking in every turn, but the war cry is pretty okay, it turns out.
You kinda have to in a life game.
Basically. The nice thing is she has endurance though, so, like, the game might not be over somehow. At least till they take her out. As soon as she's dead, this game goes to shit.
With precision.
Double block now. No, I didn't. Well, you still can. You probably should.
Probably.
I think I think you have to double block and kill, right?
Yeah, I think so. They don't feel great. Alright. I mean... we have been getting so lucky to not pull power here, I gotta tell you. They've pulled nothing. I don't care about that.
No.
Like, they're effectively doing 1 damage to me here. That's like the most okay that a power draw can be for me.
Yeah, honestly, if the next power, if it's a power next, you know.
Then I get a 7/8. If it's a
7/8.
unit, then it's great. If it's a spell, then it's fine. This is mostly down to how long it takes them to find a cut ties for her.
Tie!
Holy shit. This might be the last game. Ooh, shit.
Ooh, spicy.
That might be enough to do it.
Guide my fists.
You block the force it.
I die. Oh, I don't die. Okay.
That's the thing, yeah, it doesn't die. So.
This game is terrifying.
Wow, so do you hold up for the loss, or do you just put her down? And
Probably still just put her
She's
down.
She's lifesteal, right?
Yeah. It keeps the endurance lifesteal.
Yeah, attack in, because
yes, it doesn't cost me nothing.
This game is fucking mental, by the way.
This game has been a lot. Fuck.
Ah, there we go.
It's not game yet.
And we have the wasp.
We have a 5/5 wasp that will be able to kill 2 of things. An initiation bell is actually disgustingly good for them here.
Yeah.
Guide my fists.
Oh, there we go. Big boy down. Get to attack in.
Yes.
100% don't forget to attack in, honey.
This is terrifying.
Oh, this is terrifying.
Okay, well, they just pushed the clock back by a turn. But the thing is, that 7/8 does an awful lot of work. And especially backed by a fucking 5/5 Scorpion Wasp. So yeah, this happened. This
happened.
Honestly?
Don't give them the draw, to be honest.
Yeah, kind of just try to choke them out here, right? I mean, the nice thing, even if they get like another Predator's Instinct or something,
The shadows influence
like
leaders.
I can actually redirect that to the Scorpion Wasp.
Oh!
I cannot believe.
By the way, they used Echo of Life twice so they could get an 11-11 on the board.
An Echo of Echo or a Water of Life.
Water of Life for
twice.
yes,
To,
Water of Life twice.
And a 5/2 Umbran Coaxer.
Yep.
To get an 11-11 Restless Radiant out
like an
with
11-11
Blood
Restless
Call
Radiant
Invocation.
Out. And we turned that around.
I cannot believe that we won that game. We didn't even pull our Vanquish.
No.
Jesus. I mean, granted, we did pull the Silverwing Commander.
Yes, the Silverwing
and also
Commander.
Lifesteal. She gained us like 30-ish health that game.
Yep. Yeah.
We gave her endurance. Jesus.
Yep. Water of Life, and
Water of Life. It's only really good with that, with Blood Call Invocation, which is also a bad card. I mean, I give them credit for going for it, but oh yeah, we also drew down to 6.
Oh yeah, we drew down to 6. Yeah.
Oh, I want it so bad.
Balls.
I want to keep this so badly. I do have the Tinker.
Yeah.
Like, this has so much going
God,
for it.
I wish one of this was time.
Yeah, like, the question is...
Yeah, we went down a card at the start as well.
Is it worth going down a card? And I think because I have a turn 2 and potential 3 that it's okay to wait for these. Now I get rid of the...
I'll get it ready. No problem.
It's pretty easy. And then, like, also Tinker digs down the deck where if I don't see something with time, it's not coming up. Yeah, the hand is worth more than going to 6. And that's the big thing about the Desperate Gambit. It is a huge disadvantage to go down to 6 cards.
Yep.
So you really have to be sure that you can't really play with your hand.
Hi.
Right. I actually kind of wish you had stayed on the top of the deck here because you with a Tinker is actually hilarious. There we go. That's Tinker. Now it just comes down to drawing nothing but time cards.
Yeah. We are primary green as well, I think.
Strength be with you.
Hi.
Perfect. I'm gonna draw an Amber Acolyte next.
Hell yeah.
That's the play.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're playing against Skycrag, and they've not been super sure about that.
Be with you.
Right? It does play. That does in fact defend the throne. Yeah, and that's kind of the worry here, is to them being able to draw. Like, Blind Storyteller is actually a terrifying card. Okay, well, if I ever find another power. The changey stick that is eventually going to be played down on me is the saddest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the problem, though.
Yeah.
To the point where if I got a helmet and I could silence it, I might.
Power.
That's an...
I
told you!
There it is! Wow, yeah. Mm.
Well, shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, cycling cards and everything is +2 power. Told you.
Changes.
Knew that was coming. Okay.
Come on, power. Come on. There. Well.
It is power.
Yeah.
It's the wrong bad power, but it is power.
Well, I just throw her down.
Fly steady, Valkyrie.
I hate this so much. You're getting so much out of this. What?
Whoa!
Alright, we're boned. The The one draft where I don't pull any legendaries is, of course, the draft where everyone has multiple in-color legendaries that work perfectly. Yeah, this is the point where you're allowed to say it's a little ridiculous.
This is a bit ridiculous.
This is like 15 cards down in my deck and none of them are time sigils. It's a little bit ridiculous.
Hi.
You are late.
Okay, we can ambush,
Safe travels, friend.
Lordy.
We can ambush their 6-5.
Maybe we'll make them deck themselves.
Wreck them!
What a good pull. Sure.
And the deck is all about getting big attack numbers, huh?
More bigger numbers.
Something back to our void? Or something we want to bring back her?
Could potentially bring the Silverwing commander here, but I think I need to stabilize first. This is a bit too much, as it were.
So the Wisps then?
The Wisp and the Creeper, I think. Wisp with the intention of making him deadly next turn, and then...
Can you please mute them?
Yes. Sorry.
No, not your fault. They're the one I'm annoyed at.
Only one more damage blocked. Of course, if they have a trick, then the game's just done.
They've definitely been hovering.
Yeah, I think I'll let them have both of these. That's fine. They don't have a trick. It's at least good. Alright, here's the plan. We deck them.
Deck them. We deck them.
We're just gonna deck them. Lord.
Okay. Silence something.
I think we silence him, start attacking in, and keep this up to kill that. At this point, I legitimately believe decking them is a valid strategy.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. And we keep the Wasp up.
We either keep the Wasp up, or I have the Spiteful Lumen give this deadly.
Yeah, we do have the deadly unit down on the board.
Dangerous is the only thing. Might still do it. Like, we can chump block if they find something dumb to do with this guy. The changey stick here is what kills us.
Yeah.
For me not keeping the Scorpion Wasp up just this once. I say I could chump that for days.
Now do we draw our back?
Honestly...
It does take us down below.
Yeah,
Wasp,
I kind of want to be able to Wasp, so I think I just play these two.
But yeah, play them, but don't bring her back yet.
Yeah. Like, they have so much damage on the board here.
Yeah, we have to be... Oh.
My spear is true.
Honestly, ideally, we actually bring this back.
Ah, you're right, yes.
They are now at 15 cards to our 24. If we can actually get this out, this is going to be ridiculous. We do have 3 damage in the air, which is nice. I need you to fuck off!
Wow.
Like, extremely? We do at least know everything that got the Zuberi bonuses, which is nice.
Oh, okay. What do we even...
I think I do throw out the Scorpion Wasp now to get it in the void, to trade it back around.
Do we do the 8-2? Because that's a double damage. And get some Grendons that eats their, that we can't really afford.
Probably just do this, trade these in. I might just keep him alive for funsies.
Let me do the 2/5 for the 3.
Yes. Even if they trade that, that's probably fine. Like, at this point, I am just trying to clear off all of these terrifying numbers as hard as humanly possible. That is interesting, but I think I do need
You need, like, the bodies on the board.
Well, it's mostly that I would probably just trade him and hold up the, I think I do that, right? Just keep a Wisp. Like, he's decent. I guess what I really want is a power. And I guess we are holding up the board all right now. This guy terrifies me.
Yeah, he's very tradable.
Alright, well, if they pull something with flying off the top of their deck, then I'm a little bit sad.
Use our ultimate?
I can't. He needs to trade a card.
Ah, yes.
That's the thing. It would be exchanging the Sandbinder Sentinel. Right. That's good, though. Them being held up. Sure about
like
any of this? Like, I don't know.
They don't have any tricks, so they don't have any cards.
Right. I don't know about that one, Chief. Bronze level plays?
God, do we just strap that on him for the damage? Because that would give him an extra 3?
3 more damage. Not now, though.
Not
like,
now,
it doesn't
yeah.
give me anything.
Like
the question is really if I just want a Scorpion Wasp for the 2.
Yeah, I would grab a Scorpion Wasp.
I think a Scorpion Wasp is better than a Reinvigorate right now.
Come, join us.
Join us!
We have a little chump blocker.
Scorpion Wasp also handles flyers, potentially. At this point, I think our win condition is still potentially deck them.
Thank you!
It was not clear what kind of move he was trying to do.
Agreed, Yggdrasil.
Okay, there we go.
Again, they probably should have just held him up, rather than telling me that I can trade this for fucking free?
Yeah, we can 4/6 the 5/4. And
the question is, which of these do I finally trade this boy in, or do I keep the Wasp?
Probably.
I feel like I trade this guy in because the Wasp is a bit
we also
more.
have the Deadly Wisp on the board as well.
Well, yeah, that is true. In fact,
I would not trade your Wisp.
I didn't really. I was looking at the numbers, but
yeah,
this is fine.
Yeah, this is fine. But we still have a deadly unit on the board and a deadly unit in hand.
And we have finally dealt with all of the 2X's that they have.
Yeah.
Which is just hooey. Well, 4-turn clock.
Boy.
It's overwhelmed is the thing.
Deadly
so numbers don't really matter.
Kill it.
Probably just Scorpion Wasp it. I feel like, because I don't want to get rid of him.
No, God, no.
He's our win con right now.
A 3-turn clock.
Yep. We haven't played our set.
Ooh, hello.
Hello.
Excellent. Like, beautiful. Perfect.
With precision.
Play with precision, huh? Okay. Do you draft Thunderstrike Dragons? No. I mean, that's a pretty good place to have a Yeti Troublemaker. Ah, thank you. You, fucked that up. Should've... that's a weird one. Like, I could have traded away one of their Yeti Troublemakers. I wonder if they thought that would,
Yeah. Another bunch of...
There's their Thunderstrike Dragon.
More anti-troublemakers. We're just gonna, like, block.
Blocking. It's good.
Right over here, 1/1
They are very definitely bronze players, I will say that much. There were a lot of times where they could have put me in a lot more trouble, where the fact that they had emptied their hand early made it so that I was like, okay, thanks.
Alright.
I don't even have to think about this.
Especially with our...
I cannot believe...
our non-functional hand, because we didn't draw time for like 5 years.
We didn't draw time until a third of the way down our deck.
Third of the way down.
We pulled 15 cards out of our deck before a time showed up. Muted totem noises.
And they kept pressing that. I hate.
And there you go. We got back at them.
We did.
All right. Well, this will be the final game of the stream.
Yeah.
I'm glad we've been able to give y'all who've stuck around a bit more of a show. These have been some dumb games.
And the host, because like we were a little bit worried we were gonna die immediately.
Right. We were in a position where it was like, oh, we're gonna lose, and then we're gonna end the stream right after we got hosted by Ty.
They were hoping to Zerg us down, and
I mean, honestly, they were real close to getting there with like Zuberi. Like, they want to be doing what they did there. They just could not get across the line, and we had about 1 billion deadly units. Like, if they had had a few more things with Overwhelm get double damage, we actually would have been doomed. That seemed like a pretty decently drafted deck that, like, fit the Zuberi win condition pretty well. Yeah, but there were some piloting mistakes that probably might have won us the game.
I'm not gonna lie, Sir Abaddon, yeah, you kinda are. I really hate when people ping on that.
There's a difference between doing it occasionally and just constantly, like, do it every single time when it's not your turn.
Just
going
your turn,
dong, dong.
Bang, 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 bang. If it was only for you, that would be fine. Because it, like...
Oh, that's what mute does.
Yeah. I'm not predisposed to liking people.
Yeah, like, I'll gong when people are, like, taking forever on their turn. A polite gong. It's like honking your horn when someone hasn't started at a green light. Well,
we have to learn Herbalist.
We do at least have an Herbalist. We need the 3rd power to play Secret Pages, but it can be either color. So there's a lot that can make this hand work. Want the green for this.
They really do, yeah.
Having hero early is nice.
Mwah.
I'm gonna throw away probably the Sandbinder. It's a bit awkward because it's a good unit that also shuts a flyer down, but I think Secret Pages is worth more to us right now.
Yeah. Mute Bwahaha, yeah.
Just don't look down.
That's really good.
Yeah, the opponent can see what you're doing, and it's incredibly annoying.
I'll just ramp here and then play both of these, most likely. We'll see what they do.
Oh, I definitely like draw.
You like going to 5 power. Maybe not like that, though.
That's a shame. Do we wait on it, then?
I think we're early enough in our deck that we probably can. Plus, we're gonna
play those two down anyway. It wouldn't matter if we played it as depleted, but we'd still be playing these two down.
Yeah, I think I'm actually going to power up the Porter here, with the intention of trading into the Sarasaur.
Okay, yeah.
And then pulling a Justice Sigil. Also, if they want to just trade the Sarasaur, that's fine too. Oh, I love that cowardice. That's the kind of shit I live for. Like, a 4/3 who wants to die is a pretty good unit. See also, Piloted Shredder. Yeah, Porter Stonewall's the Sarasaur.
Yeah.
Where, like, I don't really want to lose her, or at least I'd want to lose him way more than I want to lose her.
Yeah.
The attack in was mostly just cheeky. I would have taken it as a sort of just equal gain of resources. Ah,
what? Yes, the power play. So, do we attack in with...
Probably attack in with the Porter and do 4 damage to their face.
Yeah.
Like, that's what happens here. And then I probably just play this
we
in
do
stand
have
pad.
to play it now, yeah. You have a Vanquish.
It is sad that we didn't play it last turn and that meant we didn't get this, but that's not something you can really play towards.
If we'd gotten a power, you know?
Yeah. We'll take 3 damage here. I also could have played the hero, and they're not really in colors that... I guess because they're kind of stuck on influence here.
That's quite enough.
No.
I was good and correct. I'm actually the best at card games ever. Fucking next level Yomi.
For those who cannot.
For those who cannot even. So.
Hello. And we got Rebuke. Exactly
yeah, Archive
card,
Curator
yeah.
is a card that it turns out does exist. I am legitimately going to play Scorpion Wasp out onto this board. And then just start attacking in with my 5/5 flying Aegis Warcry.
I feel like that's a good play. Honestly.
Especially when I have 2 Peacekeepers helms.
It's a deadly on the board still.
It is still a deadly on a board.
Still a deadly on a board.
Walnut 225. Thank you for the follow. For those who cannot even.
And we have Vanquish, though, and 2 Peacekeepers helms. So
I sort of just sit here and smack.
I feel decently
Wanna
about
smash.
this.
They're also still purely in time
Just
here.
don't look down.
Reduced cost journey guide. Oh.
Hell
my.
yeah. My free journey guide. Every purchase. Ooh. Now they need 2 spells to be able to get us. So really a spell and then a silence, which is also why you want to just play her out as fast as possible.
Yep. Oh, they have red.
Ah, they found it. Another power. I'm proud of them.
Red.
That's fair.
Mm-hmm. More than fair.
That's lovely.
Oh boy, yeah. Yeah, and we can eventually just on that too.
I'm sort of between playing out a Peacekeeper's Helm now, silencing this to get the more damage in, and then playing...
Well, we have another one.
Yeah, I think I do that and just put it on this even. Because, like, he's not blocking anything.
No.
Yeah, give me that 1 health back.
Yeah, 1 health. I feel like they're gonna kill that hero. So
oh yeah, no, there's a gun down coming.
They're gonna murder that hero so hard, but yeah, there's no point putting a helm on her.
There it
That's
is.
quite
There
enough.
it is.
And that's fine. That was quite enough, because I think I'm going to get value out of it.
Oh, we're getting a wisp, and we got a helm for the wisp.
Or... Wow, this is actually great.
Influence lingers.
Man, their deck is pretty good, I gotta say.
Another helm on our bug?
No. Endurance Wisp and Vanquish.
Ah, yeah,
because they have a 4/5 in the air.
They made it big enough.
Dumbass.
They did make her big. Just attacking the wall.
And then the next thing that they put in the air gets Peacekeeper's Helm.
Yeah.
There's an argument to be made for just playing it next turn to make it a 2-turn clock. See what they play down, if there's anything I'd really love to silence.
I'm flat with you.
I guess I don't really lose anything by chumping with the hero. This ground is so gummed up that it's like not going to be relevant.
Yeah, silencing the Cerasor isn't a terrible idea.
Yeah. It is their only large thing.
All the
Man,
Onis,
I
all
gotta
the
tell
tiny
you,
boys
their
coming
deck's
out.
pretty fucking good.
Aw.
Unfortunately for them, my grandfather's deck has no bad cards. Alright, I just play out the Illumination Wisp because that also threatens lethal. And like, that was as big as the Cerasor is going to get, which is another reason to chump with the 1/1.
Yep.
Unless they have another manufacturer in their hand, in which case I'm pretty sure I'm going to.
Yeah.
My god.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, well, we done it.
Oh, we did it. We went 0-3 and then 7-2.
0-3 and then 7-2. So you know we're maintaining the good win rate. 7 and 5.
Yeah.
I'm glad that turned out well because, yowzers, those were some fucking games.
Oh god, yeah. That one that nearly went to mill was incredible.
There were 2 separate games that I was like 100% certain we were gonna lose, and that we just held on with little bundles of string and ridiculous top decks. Like, sometimes cards just work out for you.
Yeah.
Jesus.
A little heir to the rebellion.
Honk and scoop.
Thank you.
Xanotron. Xanoron?
Yeah.
Xanoron?
Xanoron?
That's what it looks like on screen.
Xanoron? Then
But thank you,
for the
regardless
bits.
of how it's actually pronounced. Oh, goodness. Oh, more dust for the dust pile. Always nice. Definitely good to start building up a stockpile for Set 5 coming out next month. Set 5 is going to be buck fucking wild. I guess I can just... We've been going for 3 hours, so we're definitely going to finish up. But some of the cards that I've been seeing in common and uncommon so far in Set 5 look absolutely incredible for draft. It is going to be a wacky time. Pledge is going to be a fun mechanic. The fact that there have been 2 separate Empower +1/+1s, or not Empower, there's one Empower +1/+1 and one when you play a unit +1/+1 revealed so far. That is going to be a nightmare. We don't know when Set 5 hits exactly. However, the next sealed event is going to have Set 5 packs on week 3, I think they said. So that's the latest it can possibly be.
Yep.
Pledge is going to be good. Pledge is going to be a thing that is going to help your deck, and it's going to be particularly relevant in draft, where like you've seen the sort of half okay hands that we have. You've seen points where I throw away a 7/8 on turn 2 because it's like for a secret pages because it's not relevant. Like.
Yep.
Turn 1, get an extra power is just going to mean you can keep more hands, which is neat. Yeah, I mean, the previews look pretty good. I'm definitely all about it. Yeah, like, Pledge is going to be very similar to Tactics in Draft, because anything that gives you a bit more, like, this, usually we've been seeing things that are spells or units that hide in your power.
Yep.
This is going to be power that hides in your units, which currently only exists with Relia, the promo card that's the 8/8 invincible, or the 4/4 invincible, or draw a Justice Sigil if you don't have any.
Yep.
It's going to be interesting. Island also looks terrifying. 6/12 is a massive stat line, and doing 8 damage when she comes down is just, oh, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, we're going to finish up. This was a long draft. Despite going 0-3, we managed to go for 3 hours.
Yeah.
So we hope everybody enjoyed. Is there anyone streaming Eternal?
Yeah, we'll be back on Sunday with FF12, as usual.
That we will.
We're almost outside Quest Hell.
Kalios is pretty alright. As always, I don't know too many of the people streaming Eternal a lot of the time, but either way, hope they're not racist.
Fingers crossed.
Alright, bye everybody. Enjoy more other Eternal.